person to get the rest of you to cheer, but we got there. Yeah. My glasses, oh, I broke them. Thank you very much for letting me know. We'll just leave these over here. Guess you're not gonna get that joke bit. How's everybody doing today? Very nice. Is everybody excited for a story? Yeah. Good. Shout out the name of your favorite story. Deadpool. Wow, creative. Now read a book, people. Fine. All right, we'll just do what's scheduled because you all lack creativity. Wolverine, wow, really branching out, aren't we? Prince, thank you. Somebody who knows fine cinema. Anyway, where was I? Now, we are going to do the show that was scheduled because I won't get in trouble for that. This story is a favorite of mine. It is full of so many wonderful parts. It's a beloved bedtime classic, and it's free use, so Disney can't be sued. This story is Little Red Deadpool. That's an applause cue. There we go. There we go. We did Cinderpool last show. Come back for the next one. All right. My poor glasses. I don't want yours. They're not the right prescription. Once upon a time, you know, it just doesn't feel right when I do that by myself. We should all say those magical words together. Ready?
Once upon a time.
What were you doing? So bad. The rest of you were fine. Little Red Deadpool set off to bring her sickly old grandmother a delicious basket of churros. You see, Grandma was a real misanthrope who lived in the middle of a dark forest in an old beat-up cottage. Not in a nice, clean, assisted living facility like where most of our Mimas are forced to live against their will. This seems dangerous, Little Red thought to herself. But she ventured off into the woods anyway, so that children could learn from her mistakes for hundreds of years to come. It's a real after-school special kind of cautionary tale. Little Red Deadpool skipped merrily through the forest, right past a whole bunch of unnecessary exposition, and arrived at Grandma's cottage. She opened the door to find her grandmama laying in a beautiful, old-timey four-poster hand-carved mahogany bed. I mean, that thing was beautiful. Just, Grandma, I've brought you a basket of churros. You see, Grandma looked super weird, and it wasn't because she was overusing that weight loss drug, Ozempic. No, it's because Grandma was secretly the big bad Wolvie in disguise. There we go. Grandma, what blue eye contacts you have? They're canon. It's the best impression you're gonna get here, people. Oh, and Grandma, what a retro comic accurate yellow costume you finally have! Shut up, bub. And Grandma, what big claws you have! Are those vibranium? No, they're adamantium. Shing! Grandma's not Australian! At that moment, Little Red breaks off a piece of churro, drops the basket, whips off her cloak, eats the churro for the energy, and then brings her katanas down in an X formation. Oh, it wasn't an Easter egg or anything. It was just a cool stylistic choice. Little Red looks over at Wolvie and says, "Bring it on, Peanut!" They action leap at each other. It's a huge fight. There's broken chairs everywhere, but nobody gets a splinter. The katanas and the claws break everything and cut through the mattress, sending CGI hay everywhere. Which is weird because regular hay would have been so much cheaper. But you know, we're owned by Disney now, so spend the money. Eventually, both of the fighters grow exhausted from their mutually beneficial climax in the fight, and they stumble to the ground. Little Red looks over at Wolvie, waits patiently for the police to leave. It's so loud, it's not for me this time. And he says to Wolvie, you know, I bet we could fix this cottage up real nice. Grandma's probably willing to sell it. Gee, where is Grandma anyway? She's, on vacation. Oh, that's not ominous or foreboding at all. In fact, I trust you fully. Do you want to be roommates? Yeah. And so they were roommates. Little Red took the top bunk and Wolvie was the bottom. And they lived happily ever after. And the moral of that story, ladies and gentlemen, is honestly, get to know your grandmother. Really? You can't tell the difference between some old decrepit woman in a bed and a huge jacked man? A Hugh Jackman? There it is, some of you got it the second time around. Thank you all so much for joining me for that story and for letting me know about my broken glasses. You've all been wonderful, and I hope to see you again at another Story Time with Deadpool.